Geoffrey, Anne, Bill, Carol, Gordon, Noreen, Keith, Margaret are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Thank you very much, and welcome to another 55 minutes of fun and games. We've got a lot of fun lined up for you and a lot of games. And before we do them, I'd like to meet my best girl, Isla St Clair. She always wants lipstick all over me. Look, I'm covered in it again. We must rehearse this.
We must rehearse.
It'll be good.
Listen. You know how everybody's always saying that our producer's mean?
Not mean.
It's nothing to do with being Scottish, because we're not mean. I don't know
No. She's very generous.
It can't actually be true, because he's given me this present, you see.
Never.
And he said, go up to Larry and ask him to put a penny, 1 pence, in that little thing there.
You said that?
He did. So go and do it.
Well,
then I don't know what's going to happen. I want to see.
You don't know yourself, honestly?
No, I haven't got a penny.
Well, I seem to have one.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
How strange.
I'm a magician as well.
Ready? Watching?
Yeah. I believe it. He did give it to you.
How did he get inside there? That's what I want to know.
That's what I'd like to know. OK, back you go, my lady. Okay. Pretty dress aisle. Like the shoes.
Thank you.
Wig looks good. And so, Isla, could we now meet our first contestants who are going to play the Generation Game?
From Lancashire, father and daughter, Geoffrey Price and Anne Chasty.
Good. Oh, my goodness me. New glasses. Now, you are Geoffrey Price.
I am indeed.
You are, and you are a production manager in a bakery making mainly mince pies and jam tarts.
Millions of them.
Yes, I like a jam tart. Do you know, I go to a little tea shop. I go to a little tea shop in a place called Chapel End, not far from where I live, and for a pot of tea and a few fancies. And I'm absolutely shattered if I don't see a jam tart amongst the fancies. I do. Yes, I went in the other day, I saw a tart upside down. What did he say next, I don't think. And it says here, you met your wife in the ballroom at Blackpool Tower.
Yeah.
You walked her home offering to carry her parcel.
Yes, she was carrying a very large mirror. And
what was in the parcel, Joe?
A very large mirror.
A large mirror?
A large mirror.
That she took to the ballroom?
She couldn't get to the mirrors, you see.
In the ladies' room?
In the ladies' room.
Well, I've been the same. But he said, in the gentleman's room you are. They've got a boatload in. And it said here... It says here, don't pay no attention, it says here, you have a giant philodendron called Nora.
Yes.
Why was I given this piece of information? So, that means, a philodendron, what's that like, Geoffrey? It's a plant, I know.
Yes, very large, about 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yes.
And,
You talk to it?
Oh, yes.
You see, you must talk to plants, you know. I got a rubber plant and I talk to it all the time. Don't take a blind bit to notice, but I do talk to it. There. But it means you've got green fingers.
Yes.
You'll have black and blue before you leave here with some of the games we've got. Hold that, Geoffrey. It's nice to have you on the show.
Lovely.
Now, you're Geoffrey's daughter, aren't you? And you are Anne Chasty. That's an unusual name, isn't it, Chasty? Yes. You're from Chorley in Lancs. And when people come to your door, you're fed up with them asking to see your mum and dad because you look so young, and they'll keep asking to take you out. Do you think you're a little girl? You do look young, though.
Yes.
How old are you? Tell me. Could you mind if you...
21 and a half.
Oh, you look about 15, doesn't she, though? You do, really. People say that about me, though, so I don't... You've been learning to drive since you were 17, but still don't think you're ready for it. Well, Anne, don't do it. Because I have tried, ever out of myself, I've tried on the tandem. Many times. I've been on the front and on the back. Doesn't matter. I'm just no good. As he pedals forward, I pedal backward. And my ankle swells and, well... San Fairy Anne. Well, there you are, dear. It's lovely to have you both on the programme. I really mean that. Now, go over there and settle yourself while we meet the next two. Over you go. And Isla, can we meet our next couple to play the generation game?
From Cornwall, father and daughter Bill Smith and Carol Robeson.
Hello.
Hello.
Ah, now, let me see. Bill Smith, what an unusual name. Do you have trouble getting in hotels?
No problem at all.
Oh, fancy. I've tried it. They always suss me out. It said here, you're a youth officer
That's correct.
for the Education Authority.
In Cornwall.
In Cornwall. Yes. Oh, yes, because you come from...
Falmouth.
Falmouth, that's right. Well, how pretty it is.
Magnificent.
It is.
Yes.
You were wounded during the war and whilst convalescing, started to make a rug. Is that right? Yeah,
That's very right.
I once tried to crochet a llama pullover. And I couldn't get its front paws through the hole.
Before you go on a bit, may I interrupt?
Oh, yes, you do.
Because if I can advise any husbands here, if they're fed up with their wives nattering and also fed up with the television, take up tapestry, because it's very relaxing and magnificent.
Here, here. What about a round of applause for that? Good for you. Yes. During a cultural visit, you were involved in entertaining some Russians.
Correct.
Who insisted on cooking a Russian delicacy in your garden.
Correct.
Sheep's eyes.
Correct. Though we had a wonderful party, my wife very much regretted all her pots being worn out, and we damaged the lawn very, very seriously. We had to cook on the back lawn, you see.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yes.
And there's all those nasty brown marks where you had
Yes,
the fire?
exactly. Yes.
Yes, well,
yeah.
my heart goes out to her.
Oh, I don't think it really
Yeah,
does.
it does. Oh, it does. Oh, yes, it does. I've read the script. And it said here, at a summer camp this year, you pitched your tent on a molehill, and consequently, you ended up having your ground sheet eaten away, and ended up with a mole in your bed on a mountain of trouble. Now, let me just tell you, are you fond of moles?
Moles?
Yes, because we have a very famous mole that's in the Wind in the Willows every year in London.
Yes.
The famous...
My mole was younger
Yeah.
than that.
Oh, my.
Hello, Mr. Mole.
Hello, Mr. Rat.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes. Now, Mr. Mole has been in London for the last how many years?
First played the part in 1930.
You did?
Yes, I'm nearly due for demolition.
Oh, I do. And are you playing in the Mole this Christmas?
I hope so, if I'm still alive.
Well, you will be alive, because, you see, I can tell you this. Mr. Mole is 84, and, of course, he's the famous star Richard Gould. What a delightful man he is. And now, you are Carol Robson, and you come from Truro. And you have great passion for rescuing animals. You snatched 2 calves from a cattle auction and 2 horses from a slaughterhouse. You've got 2 Jack Russells, a cat, and 16 chickens. Now, don't tell me you've got a couple of dinosaurs stowed away somewhere. 16 chickens. You also run a guest house for holidaymakers, and one of your chickens got into a guest room, in a guest bedroom, and laid an egg in the middle of the counterpane.
Well, it was more comfortable than the hen house.
So you do bed and breakfast there?
Yeah.
It said... Oh, don't bother. You're nice.
Thank you. You're nice.
Very nice.
You sound nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm nice.
Yes, we're all nice. It's a nifty way of life. So, Isla, could you tell us now about our first game, please?
I don't want to worry our contestants, but on this first game, they are going to get a little tired. Now, you'll understand what I mean when you meet the man who's been tiring us out all day, and that's Mr. Doug Ayres.
Now, tell me, what is all this here?
Well, this is a picture of the largest radial earth mover tyre made in the world.
Yes.
Weighs 4 tons.
4 tons.
And it costs a pretty penny.
How much?
Over £10,000. Yeah.
I say, I can't believe it. And so now, you have a game for us with tyres, Doug.
Yes.
And so, should we do it? Should we do it? The contestants are going to do this. So could you do it now and we'll start? Right. Where we go.
Okay, when you're ready.
Have you been doing this for very long, Doug?
Well, not the tyre rolling.
But you have done it before, of course.
Well, I've been in this business 25 years.
You have. And they do this in the garages, do they?
Yes. They have to collect the tyres from the stores.
Yes.
And roll them through the tyre bays to the fitter that wants to fit them.
Yeah.
And they've got to avoid customers' cars.
There you go.
And people.
Yeah.
Without losing them on the way.
And that's how it's done.
Say, well, as you can see, yes. There it is.
There it is. All right, Doug, 5. And you'll come back and do some marking for
Love
us.
to,
That's
yes.
fine. Oh, that's lovely. That's fine. Okay, now could we have the ladies up here and the boys come up here? All right, Jeff. Right, Bill. There you have 1 minute. Boys, 1 minute 30 seconds to pile them up, turn them over and get them round there. And the 1 minute 30 seconds starts now. Right? You're all right. Put a nice neat pile, Bill. All right, Jeff. Round there. That's it, Jeff. That's it, Bill. Round you go. Over it. Round. Round. That's it. Right. Back. Round to here. To here. That's it now. Now roll them back to the girls. Now throw one at a time. Back to the girls, Jeff. No, that's it. Right, back to the girls. Right. Back to the girls. Quickly. It's okay. Come on. Where you go. Round you go, darling. Round you go. Get it over. That's it. There we are. Fine. Bring it down here. Sit down. If you take that's it. Round. That's it. Round. Right. Fine. Okay. All right, Doug, how about that?
Well,
over there. You come over there. No, over there, darling. Come over. That's it. Right to there. There we are. There you are. Now, what about that then?
Well, very difficult job. Very well
Wasn't
done,
it
I
difficult?
thought. Very well done.
They did.
And I think they were both nearly perfect.
Yeah.
So 10 each.
10 each.
Definitely.
All right, that's fine. Very good. Fine. And thank you, Doug, for coming along. It's
Thank you.
So that's a very good start, 10 each. So there we are, neck and neck, which we like to have on the programme. And Isla, could you tell us now about our second game?
In this game, we're going to have to face up to things. In the world of television and films, you come to know a lot of faces very well indeed. Now, just stand over there, because on the boards, we've got 6 faceless portraits, like this one, of famous people. And what we want you to do, of course, is to write down from 1 to 6 who you think they all are. And surprise, surprise, just for a change, you've got 30 seconds to do that, starting right now.
Right, away you go. There's your, there. All right, there we go. All right, now, Isla, who have you for... Isla, stop giggling.
See what they've written for number 5. Oh, dear.
Who have you for number 1?
Well, we got through these very quickly indeed, and we've got Leo Sayer for number 1.
We've got David Essex, but it is Leo Sayer, right? Who have you for number 2, Isla?
For number 2, Pam Ayres.
We have Pam Ayres too, and it is Pam Ayres. Who have you for number 3, Isla?
Danny LaRue.
We have Joan Bakewell. But it is Barbara Windsor. And for number 4...
Rod Stewart.
We have Rod Stewart, and it is Rod Stewart. And for number 5...
Ken Dodd.
We've got Isla St Clair. In a bow tie.
Is that really how others see me?
Serves you right. But, of course, it is Ken Dodd, right? And what have you got for number 6?
Arthur Mullard.
We've got Arthur Mullard, but, oh, dear. Well, we'll just have a look. We'll just check and just see who it is. It could be Arthur Askey, but somehow I don't think so. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Arthur Mullard, ladies and gentlemen. Arthur Mullard. Okay. And Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
Jeffrey and Dan have 20 points. Bill and Carol have 16 points.
Ah, and so we have to say farewell to you, Bill and Carol. It's very quick, but we hope you've enjoyed being with us both.
Yeah, well, sorry
have you enjoyed it?
You won't go away empty-handed because you'll have these Generation Game doors to remember us.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, Nick,
Bye.
as well.
Bye, Bill. Bye. Nice to see you. Okay. And Isla, could we now meet our next contestants who are going to play the Generation Game?
From Cleveland, mother and son, Noreen Blackburn and Gordon Lawrenson.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Noreen?
Very well.
Are you all right? Good. Now, Noreen, you are from Stockton-on-Tees. Yes. And you have 5 children and 4 grandchildren.
That's right.
Couldn't, isn't it? And you all live in a shoe.
Yes.
You love poetry, and you always keep a piece of paper and pen by the side of your bed in case you get inspiration in the middle of the night. Everard used to do exactly the same thing. He did. He used to wake up, honestly, many times, in the middle of the night, and he'd wander around. I used to have to smack his face. I used to smack his face to bring him round, and he used to go, "Where am I? Where am I?" It was awful. Oh, hello. And it was very frightening. Said you once won a competition when you were a little girl for looking like Shirley Temple.
That's right.
Yeah. So did I. And, your favourite singer is Vince Hill, and you have a secret ambition that one of your poems could be set to music for him to sing. Well, we thought it'd be rather nice if we could arrange that, you see. But Vince Hill is up in Darlington.
No,
he is. He's working up there, I'm afraid. But we've done something very special. Isla, could you just bring in the telephone?
I'm the telephone girl.
She's the telephone girl, and we should have Vince on the line. Yes, it's true. We should have. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Is that you, Vince?
Yes, Larry, hello. How are you?
You heard the story about Noreen here and writing the poem. Well, you know all that.
Yes, isn't that lovely?
Yeah, well, so she's right beside me now, Vince, so if you'd like to sing your song, we'd love it, and I know Noreen would, so away you go.
Well, I do my best. This is not ideal conditions.
I know it. I know it's live. Would you
I don't
mean?
think I've ever done it. I've had the audience a long way from me at times, but never 200 miles. However.
I know, but you'll be great, so away you go, Vince.
Okay. Love is a theme set to music. Love is a dream for two. Love is the worth of your kisses. Love is the joy of you. For love is a joining together, a blending of two into one, a union of hearts and of spirit, together till this life is done.
Thank you, Vince. Vince is in tears down here.
Bring a hanky on now.
And of course, I've just been... that Noreen wrote the words of that song. And the music, of course, was written by our own Ronnie Hazlehurst. The music was lovely, Ronnie. Thank you, Vince.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Vince, when you get back down to this part of the country, do pop in live and be with us on The Generation, and we'd love you to. Vince, you sang it beautiful as you sing everything. Ta-ra, look after yourself, mate.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye. Bye. Bye, love. Bye. Oh, that's super. That really is. We've never tried anything like that before, and it worked, because he really was singing from up there in Darlington. Well, that's splendid. Did you enjoy that?
Fantastic.
I know, all your lovely words. Why don't they do a record of it? I should buy it. Well, there we are. Now, would you come over here, young man? Now, yeah. Now, you're Gordon, and you are a computer operator for British Steel, and you come from Newmast in Cleveland. And it said here, it said that you have difficulty ever saying no to anyone.
Yes.
You're not alone. And it said that, this is most interesting, because it says here that you have a very unusual singing voice. People say that you sing like Dennis Roses. What was it?
Dennis Roses.
What aisle? Oh, yes. She knows everything. Well, now, listen, would you like to do a little bit for me? Like, a little...
Just a little bit.
A little...
Right.
Go on then, go on then.
Gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
You want to bet?
Put my finger on you, 'cause I need you so, and I won't take no for an answer. Gonna make you can't refuse. Gonna put my finger on you.
Oh, no. Oh, I said. Oh, look at that. Oh, very good. I've never heard that song before. Make you an offer I can't refuse. I'm going to put my finger on you. I don't care. It's one of your greatest hobbies, collecting old and rare bottles. Slack Alice does the same thing. Isla, tell us about our next game.
Our next contestant.
Ah, yes, I know. Oh, yeah, get over. Get over. I know what I'm doing, I don't know where I am. No, actually, it's the song that did it. Gonna put my finger on you. Isla, can we meet our next contestants, please? We're going to play the Generation Game.
The last contestants tonight to play the Generation Game are from Norfolk. They're mother and son, Margaret and Keith Upton.
Yeah. All right, Margaret. Do they call you Margaret, or do they call you Maggie, or Marge? They call you Margaret, do they? Oh, I see. All right, I'll call you Margaret then. Now, Margaret, you're Margaret Upton from Norwich. Now, that's a lovely place to come from, isn't it? Beautiful Norwich. And it says there that you are you're a school meals dining room supervisor.
That's right.
And so you know where your bread's buttered. And
Fish fingers.
fish fingers. Oh, yes, you did a fish finger. Yeah, because Slack Alice, you know, was at years ago. She used to help in kitchens. You know, she used to do the 3 R's: rissoles, ravioli, and rhubarb. And He said you were chosen to dance in the chorus at the 50th anniversary celebration of the Townswomen's Guild at the Albert Hall. But you're as blind as a bat without your glasses, and you had to be guided all round the stage. So without your glasses, you made a spectacle of yourself. You are Keith. Keith from Norwich, and this is your son, Keith. And you have a thing about dogs, it said. So you were chased by an Alsatian as a child, and you've had a phobia about our canine friends ever since. You've only to see a chihuahua, and your coat drops out and your nose gets dry. Well, shut that Labrador. And you work in insurance. Are you a retriever? I mean, are you a receiver? Who's written this? And it said you have a steady girlfriend whom you met at the office, and she was the only one who would go to see a Walt Disney film with you. Right, well, have you seen the new one, The Spaceman and King Arthur?
No, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Well,
I haven't seen Jungle Book, and that's the one I do want to see.
You want to see Jungle Book? Ah, there we are. Have you come here? Now, right now, this actually, ladies and gentlemen, is the actual thing Walt Disney's productions used in the film Spaceman. You've said it, have you? Well, there's a crane there. Now, what's on the?
Watch out, because it does funny things.
Oh. No, you get over there. Go over there by aisle. Right, that's fine. Now, what's here?
Look.
Now, wait a minute. Well, what do you know? You've got 2 tickets to go and see Jungle Book, so aren't you the lucky one? That's nice. Thank you for being here. Bye. Okay, bye. Great. Alan, can you tell us about the next game, please?
I've got a very soft spot in my heart for all the lads in the orchestra. And they're, apart from being very good musicians, they're also just great fun to work with. And I've always thought it's a pity that you don't get to meet them a bit more often. Well, actually, part of the reason is they're usually round in the local, round the corner. But tonight, we've managed to keep 6 of them out of there because they're each going to play a musical instrument for you to identify. So, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome for the Generation Game's own Sober 6.
All right, now, boys, no fighting, please. No fighting over the coppers, if you don't mind. All right, Isla, what have you for number 1?
For number 1, a cornet.
And we, too, have a cornet, and it is?
It is a cornet.
A cornet. Thank you. Eddie Blair. Number 2, Isla?
For number 2, we have a bass clarinet.
And for number 2, we have a saxophone. It is?
It is a bass clarinet.
Yeah.
It
It is a bass clarinet, right? Thank you, Eddie Morgan. And what have you for number 3, Isla?
For number 3, we have a tuba.
And we have a tuba.
No, it's a euphonium.
It's a euphonium. Thank you, John Lusher. And you have for number 4, Isla?
Well, for number 4, we've got a clarinet.
And for number 4, we have clarinet.
Ah.
But it is?
And to you, it's an oboe.
Thank you, Manny Winter, and a hobo to you, too. And what have you for number 5, Isla?
Number 5, a penny whistle.
We have a flute, and it is Roy.
No, it's a piccolo.
It's a piccolo. Roy Willock. Thank you, Roy. And for number 6, Isla.
For number 6, we've got xylophone.
And for number 6, we have xylophone. But it is?
It's a glockenspiel.
A glockenspiel. Thank you, Jim Law. Thank you. That's 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Ronnie Hazlehurst, sober 6. Right? I thought tonight I'd like to play an instrument, so are you there, young man? Hold hard. Hold hard. Just take these specs and get me into this.
I'll give you a hand.
Oh, come on then, give me...
Okay.
Let me get into
Right.
it.
Gosh,
That's
it's
right.
quite strange.
Now, have I got it on right?
I think you're right. Yep.
It's like a corset. Now, wait a minute. No, that's so loud. Careful. I feel like that little dog on his master's voice records. Now, could you get something for Isla, please? Could you bring something in?
What do you do with it? Smoke it off?
Right? I always say if you're going to have one, have a big one. Now, wait a minute. Hold hard. Hold hard. Now, wait a minute, just a minute. Let me have a go first, just to see what's going on. Are you all right there? Stand back off the blast. He may knock you over or send you back to Redcar. Right? A minute. What do you mean I'm not trying?
The next string to the you'll call it rugby stopping on the roof.
Okay, well then, you have a do it. You have a do it yours.
Let's see if I can do it.
You know, she hasn't been well all day. Go on, then. All right, Ronnie, you ready? Sean, that's going, Sean. Oh, I've never laughed so much since Chaff Cutter. Oh, dear, that was fun, wasn't it? Did you enjoy that, Gordon? You all right? You weren't in the line of fire at all, were you? Were you all right, Keith? Good, OK. Isla, tell us the scores on the doors.
The names on the frames are Noreen and Gordon with 2 points and Margaret and Keith with 4 points.
And Isla, could you tell us now about our fourth game?
Certainly. I know quite a few golfers who end up just like this one here, going a wee bit potty and usually at the 19th. Actually, this golfer, he's made out of pottery, as are these two little boys here with their conkers, and they're quite beautiful. And we're just going to meet the man who's going to show us how to make a pottery hand. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Dennis Berry.
Hello, Dennis. How are you? Now, Dennis, besides making those things over there, you make many more things, I know. But tonight you're going to make...
We're just going to attempt in a short time to make a hand.
A hand? Oh,
Yeah,
OK, away you go then. Right.
First
now,
of
watch
all,
very carefully,
yeah.
Gordon and Keith. And,
Take a big chunk off to make the palm bit, OK? Okay.
Yeah.
Get a bit of a press down.
Just take a piece off and press it down like that. That's the palm.
Yeah. And now for the fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need...
Yeah, the trick is to get 4 fingers.
4 fingers and a thumb. Yeah, yeah. Did you like the film Goldfinger?
Did I like it? Yeah, I thought it was okay. Did you say that, then?
Yes, I also saw the mummy's hand.
You did?
Yeah. You do other parts of the body besides fingers, I take it?
Yeah, well, we do all sorts, yeah. We try and cover them up, though, some of them.
Yes, somewhat covering up. You get a lot of that in Rome, I think, in Greece.
This is it.
Oh, that's it. Can you see that?
That
Margaret.
is putting the nails on, okay.
So you press that down.
Little knuckle joints, right?
It's quite fascinating, isn't it?
Right.
There's so much to do in this world, isn't it? Don't you think so, Dennis? There's so much to do if people just think about it and go out and do it.
And you get the 4 fingers on and the thumb on the end. Okay, bit of water, just splash that.
You can almost see the veins in this hand.
You can.
Yes. And there, that's it. There we are. Now, there. Move your hand. Can you see that? That really is excellent, Dennis. Now, will you come back and do some marking for us? All right, Dennis, have you go? You go over there. Now, you put your pinnies on. Come on, God. Come on, love. Put your pinnies on. And quickly, and you have 1 minute, 30 seconds, and it starts now. Remember, you're on piecework. Go with the fingers. All right, Keith. Good, all right, Margaret. Whack the fingers on. You've got 30 seconds. Put a drop of water on, Gordon. Give it a bit of life. Talk about the clutching hand. Well, that round my neck at 12 o'clock at night, to tell you that. All right, Dennis. Now then, Dennis, what about this?
Oh,
no, wait a minute. That's all right. Look, can you see that?
Yeah.
Can you see it all right?
It's a little bit like Pluto's foot. But,
It's like Pluto's foot. I should hate to play this little piggy went to market with this. No.
I would say 3 out of 6.
3 out of 6. All right. Gordon, 3 out of 6. And, oh dear, you have used the... Oh, God. Wait a minute. Oh, you have... Oh, dear, it's all stuck to it now. Oh, dear, it's very slippy, this thing. Isn't it? What do you think, then?
Yeah, well, probably about 2 for that one.
You think 2? 2. Now, and this one...
Well, I think that one's a little bit better. Yeah,
all
because
right.
it's more in proportion.
Do you know, I know this hand ever so well. I've seen this hand so here before, in a pub, I think. How many for that?
3 for that, Larry.
3 for that. Yeah. All I wanted was a ring on the finger there had been made. Oh, now, this is rather good, Keith, if I can move it. Oh, dear. You'd made a fortune in Hollywood in those horror movies with this sort of thing. Eh?
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd been better off with fish fingers, I think. No, that's it.
Yeah. Well, it's hardly a piano hand, is it?
I love the piano. I love to hear somebody play. I love the piano. Well, it's very good.
Yeah, well, OK.
Eh?
3 for that one.
I say these nails are a disgrace, aren't they? 3 for that. OK. Fine.
Before I go there, Larry, apart from the hands,
Yeah.
I've brought something else. It's,
You haven't?
you know, something that's...
I'm terrified. What you brought? Oh, yeah.
I brought
Something from home.
Another piece of the anatomy. Something, you
Oh,
know, that
dear.
You, right.
Do you know, I hate feet. I can't bear the sight of feet at all. Now that you've done this for wickedness, haven't you?
Well, not really. It just happened to follow me down the M1.
It followed you down the M1? I'll tell you one thing, this hand's going to follow you back. Dennis Berry, thank you very much. Dennis Berry, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Finish off. There we are. And now, Isla, tell us the scores on the doors.
The names in the frames, Noreen and Gordon with 7 points, Margaret and Keith, 10 points.
Ah, so... we have to say... it's goodbye to Noreen and Gordon. We're sorry to see you go.
You go away, of course, with your generation game Doors, and also we've got the sheet music for your song, so you can have it played any time, and it's all written there for you. By our
That's very nice, isn't it?
Ronnie Hazlehurst hand.
That's great. Thank you, Ronnie. Bye, Noreen. Fine. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our final game?
I'm a great fan of Indian food, so I had a little word with our researchers on the side and said to them, do you think you could go out and find a good Indian food game? So off they went, but unfortunately they didn't find an Indian food game, but what they did find was the Great Indian Dancers.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Sharon G. I've had trouble with this all day. Sharon G. Dale, that's your name, isn't it?
That's
now, Sharon G., you have been doing this for quite a time now, you and the boys.
Yes, we've been doing this for about 10 years now.
About 10 years. You were a great success in Edinburgh, I know.
Yeah, we won that folk festival for 4 consecutive years.
You did?
And we've been to the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
In Canada last year.
Yes.
Representing India.
But I love your country very much, but I find your beds uncomfortable.
That's how we, you know...
Oh, they keep you fit?
Yes.
Then I must get an Indian bed first thing tomorrow.
Yes, you must, I think.
Eh? There's a bit of what?
This.
You've never mentioned it before today. Anyway, I see it all comes out at night. The gag there. And, anyway, And you're going to do another picture called The Party's Over.
Another one.
Oh, I just don't care anymore. I know.
Yeah.
Well, Sharon G, will you go over there, then come back and do some marking for us when our contestants are doing the thing. Right. Sharon G Dale, ladies and gentlemen, you're wonderful.
Choose a door. So, Margaret and Dan, we want you both to choose a door. Whoever gets the long door will have the choice of going first or second. OK, so choose a door.
Where you go, Noreen.
You have the short door. So you have the choice of going first or second, Dan. First. You want to go first?
You want to go first? Very well. Now, you know, people always go into my room to see who's in my room. And seeing, you know, after seeing all this, I'd like to go to India. In fact, I'd like to go to the Punjab.
Did you say you want a Punjab?
I said Punjab, Arthur.
I'm going to learn how to cook.
Shut that door. Now then, who's going with me first? Round you go. Round through there. Geoffrey, round you go, sweetheart. And now, the great Indian dancers with two of our own contestants. There you go. All right, boys. Here we are, Margaret. This is going to be good. Round you go. Hold the boys. Round you go. The great Indian dancers with our last two contestants. All right, now. Okay, there we go. Over there. Over you go there, Keith. Okay, here we are. All right. Go stand here, Margaret. There you are.
Right.
Now then, Sharon G, what about that then?
That was wonderful.
Was
I
it
think.
really?
I didn't expect it to
Now,
go
what
like
about now? First of all, what about Jeff here and Anne?
I think Jeff kept a smile up.
They did very well.
He did.
Because it's very difficult,
Right.
isn't it?
It's our local dance.
Do you know, I thought I'd seen you doing it before somewhere. That's what it was now then. The Scouts hut at Clapham. So how many points?
I would give them 14.
14 marks.
Yeah,
That's
thank
lovely. And Keith and Margaret.
I think they did extremely well.
They did.
She did,
Exceptionally well, yeah.
So I should give them 17.
We're giving 17. All right. Sharon Dale and the Great Indian Dance, it's been a great pleasure to have you with us. Goodbye, Sharon G. It's been lovely. And all the boys, thank you so And Isla, could you tell us now the scores on the door?
The names and the frames, Jeffrey and Anne with 14 points, and Margaret and Keith have 17 points.
And Isla, what have we for Jeffrey and Anne to take home with them?
A leather briefcase, an onyx carriage clock, and of course the generation game doors. How's that?
Well, Jeffrey, we both hope you've enjoyed yourself very much. It's been lovely having you here. Bye. Bye-bye, Anne. Bye-bye, Jeffrey. All the very best. Bye. And here we go. Now, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and it's the best of 3. What is the capital of India?
Delhi.
Delhi's right. Question number 2. Two. Who is the Chancellor of the Exchequer?
Jeffrey Howe.
Now, you said it first, so we have to have another one. So it's 1-1, so this is the one now you must plain and clear and get straight in there, right? How many signs of the zodiac are there?
12.
You've got it. 12. And, Margaret, what have we got for Margaret to take home with her?
Portable television and the generation game trophy.
That's lovely. Bye, love. Right, and of course, it's for you now to go to my room with the loot. And here we go. There we are. And so, Keith, all the prizes are going to go by on that conveyor belt like they have done for the last 7 years.
And on Larry's conveyor belt tonight, food hamper, a hot cabinet with food warmers, a cuddly teddy bear, silver-plated tea set, 7-speed blender and a book, a selection of wines and liqueurs, an electric blanket, a coffee maker and 4 cups, a hairdryer and styler, a copper fondue set, a bottle of sherry and 6 glasses, a facial sauna, a chess set, a toaster, 2 casserole pots, a set of table mats and coasters, a bottle of port and Stilton cheese, a travel bag,
And this is your big moment, Keith. Good luck. And you have 45 seconds starting now.
Face sauna, cuddly toy, coffee percolator, blender,
electric blanket,
blankets, tea mats, tea set, food hamper, electric blankets, chess set,
sherry and Stilton cheese,
port and cheese,
face sauna,
toaster,
face sauna,
hair dryer,
the dryer,
electric blankets,
Wines. Fondue set.
Fondue set.
Blender.
Tea's made.
Tea's made.
Tea set.
Sherry glasses.
Table mats.
Table mats.
What a lot he's got. He has got a lot. Good night. See you next week at the same time. Good night. God bless.